What made you say, yep, I'm gonna die? I was at my 10-year-old nephew's birthday party at this knockoff Chuck E. Cheese place called Freddy's Fun Zone. You know the type, sticky floors, broken arcade games, and pizza that tastes like cardboard. My nephew Liam had been begging for months to have his party there, so my sister finally caved. The whole family was there. Aunts, uncles, cousins, probably 20 people total. Everything was going fine until they brought out the cake. It was this massive chocolate thing with way too much frosting. Liam was so excited he could barely sit still. I was sitting next to him, joking around, making faces while he blew out the candles. Everyone was laughing and taking pictures. Just a normal, happy family moment. That's when my sister cut me this huge corner piece with like 3 inches of frosting. I should have known better, but I was starving and took this massive bite. Immediately, I knew something was wrong. The cake was way drier than it looked, and this chunk got lodged right in my throat. Not just stuck, completely blocking my airway. At first, I thought I could cough it up. I started making these weird choking sounds, and everyone began laughing because they thought I was being dramatic about how bad the cake tasted. My brother-in-law even said, "Come on, it's not that terrible," and everyone cracked up, but then I couldn't make any sound at all. I'm sitting there pointing at my throat, my face turning red, and these people are still chuckling, thinking it's part of the act. That's when panic set in. I tried to cough, but nothing. I tried to swallow, but the chunk was completely blocking everything. I couldn't get any air in or out. I stood up and started gesturing frantically at my throat, and that's when my sister realized something was actually wrong. "Oh my God, he's really choking!" she screamed. Suddenly, the whole table went silent. Everyone's staring at me as I'm turning purple, stumbling around, desperately trying to breathe. My vision started getting spotty. You know that feeling when you hold your breath too long? Except I couldn't choose to breathe. My uncle jumped up and started pounding on my back, which did absolutely nothing. My aunt was yelling, "Call 911," but someone said it would take too long. I'm looking around at all these adults, teachers, parents, responsible grown-ups, and they're all just standing there frozen. Nobody knew what to do. My sister was crying, my nephew was terrified, and I'm thinking this is really it. I'm going to die in front of my whole family at a kid's birthday party. The edges of my vision were going black. My legs felt weak. I was maybe 10 seconds from passing out. That's when this little kid pushes through all the panicking adults. It was Jonah, Liam's friend from school. This tiny 8-year-old with glasses who'd been quietly playing with his pizza crust while everyone else was freaking out. He walks up behind me, wraps his little arms around my waist, and positions his hands right under my ribcage. Then he gives 3 perfect upward thrusts. The chunk of cake shot out of my mouth like a cannonball, flying across the room and hitting the animatronic bear on stage. I gasped and immediately started coughing, gulping down air like I'd been underwater for 5 minutes. The relief was incredible. Everyone just stood there in complete shock. This 8-year-old had just saved my life while 20 adults watched helplessly. I'm still catching my breath, and Jonah just shrugs like it's no big deal. "My mom's an ER nurse," he said matter-of-factly. "She taught me the Heimlich when I was 5. Said you never know when you might need it." His mom wasn't even there. She dropped him off and left. I knelt down and hugged this kid so tight. I was still shaking, realizing how close I'd come to dying over a piece of birthday cake. The whole party was pretty much over after that. Everyone was too shaken up to keep celebrating. But I made sure Jonah got every single prize from the arcade that day. Spent like $80 on tickets just so he could pick whatever he wanted. Now I make everyone in my family learn basic first aid. We all took a CPR class together last month.